Let's review this game. So the game starts with Ruy Lopez, or Spanish opening, and bishop c5. I would say the most common move is a6, or like knight f6, where we have burning defense. So bishop c5, the thing is, if white push c3 and later d4, the bishop will be kicked. So that's something I don't really like, if my bishop is being kicked like at the center. So, but the white played knight c3, so as I said, c3 and the d4 could be a better approach for white after bishop c5. And knight f6, d3, a6, white choosing to exchange the bishop. So if I play as white, I will play bishop to a4, and after b5 I will move my bishop to b3. I think the light square bishop is a very great asset for white. So trading the bishop, I don't think that's something I would like go to. And black take the bishop with the d pawn and open up this diagonal and castle, bishop g5, pin the knight, and rook d6, rook d8. The rook is aiming at the semi-open file, and that's good. White divide the rook as well. So before moving the rook, I will move the pawn h3 because white doesn't have light square bishop. If black bishop moving to g4, our knight is pinned, and it's very passive if the knight is pinned. So I will play a preventive move before move rook to d1. Bishop g4, yeah, that's a good move. h3, bishop back to e6. So I'm thinking maybe we can, why not moving bishop back to h5 so we can still keep the pinning. So bishop e6, the problem with this move is the e5 pawn become hanging and white is winning the pawn. Knight d4, bishop d4 and knight g4, adding some pressure on the f6 knight, the knight is pinned. Yeah, that's a good move. It's changed everything. So I feel like white can play f4 to control the center better. I don't see the reason playing a3. Maybe defending, like, because the a2 pawn is under attack. Yeah, potentially is. So I will move f4 and then king, queen. Okay, in this case, if we move f4, that could be a problem because bishop h3, the g2 pawn is pinned. But can we keep pushing the pawn? Okay, so we'll lose a pawn after moving the pawn to f4. So yeah, queen f3 is good because we expect or we anticipate the move from the opponent. Bishop to d7. So I was thinking about a c5 to adding some pressure on the d4. Otherwise, if the pawn pushes d4, white has a very strong control of the center. Yeah, maybe push the pawn d4. Oh, no. This move is a blunder. It just ended up losing a bishop. So in my opinion, black can keep developing rook and maybe placing the bishop to b7, and black can control the pawn, control d4. Even though black is down with one pawn, we have a light square bishop, which is long range piece, and usually a long range bishop is better than a knight if the position is quite open. So I think black still have chance to make the game balanced, but after bishop h3 we lose the bishop and white is winning. And knight f4 we lose another piece. There's a fork. Okay, so black resigned. Yeah, that makes sense because in this ending white has up knight. That's a huge advantage in endings. So yeah, I feel like if black doesn't lose e5 pawn and later on doesn't lose a bishop, I think the game is quite balanced. And that's it.